droplet worked specifically with Kragg Pillar, allowing reducing the hitbox radius on the droplet projectile so that it didn't break the pillar as easily as before. Still very good at doing so. Still, Orcane generally still very good at edge guarding anybody in the cast if he plays his cards right, but toned it down some things with the character.
Yeah, it's a little more commitment.
Yeah.
So we see right off the gate, Richy doing a great job scrapping, getting in Connie's face, but the problem is you just gotta be careful. Orcane's got a lot of fast moves that can get crouch canceled really well by Kragg, and then once Kragg puts you in the vortex, sometimes you never get out.
Popping out a little too early with that ledge special, choosing to pop bubble in order to get right back to stage. Had a huge opening combo opportunity, did Richy, but
yeah, okay, a little slow on the jump cancel there on that side B. Once you side B shield, you can jump out of it, but I think Connie just wasn't quite ready for it. So far, very even for stock, and I'm interested to see how comfortable, especially Connie is with, kind of edge guarding and recoveries as a Guilty Gear player. I know it's not exactly a fighting game player's bread and butter, so a lot of new players to the genre have been struggling with that as they come over the rivals too.
But the same thing can apply in inverse, because Guilty Gear players especially know what it's like to be in a combo for a very long time and how to keep a cool head during a long stretch of disadvantage. So Kragg can sometimes have a lot of problems getting back to the stage as long as you keep a cool head and play your cards right, you can make it back without much problem and even turn the tables, as Connie just did with that ledge dash, into a back throw and into a solid edge guard with the block. Yeah,
that was a really good start, and I mean, I am really liking Connie's ledge play here. We're seeing a lot of ledge dashes, not a lot of, I see a lot of new players really spamming the normal and special get-ups, and Connie seems very comfortable with the ledge so far, which I love to see. Okay, we got the rock set up, bit of a move goal first.
That was a tricky one, actually. The down air on the perfect rock timing to not only get the downward shards, but also edge cancel said down air. It's really cheeky timing. And then, of course, you find the up tilt. Looked for the up air on a tech chase follow-up, but Richy's got those special get-ups on lock.
Yeah, as Orcane, as soon as you see the other player commit, you're like, oh, time to hit B and get out. So, really, just resetting the neutral, but overall, Connie really seeming in control of this second stock. He's doing a really good job of just staying in Richy's face and getting a lot of mileage out of rock. A lot of time, Kragg can really struggle finding the time to pull it, and I don't think that's been an issue so far this game. Great parry, but a little slow on that stop.
Just taking the pummel though, resetting with puddle once more. Bubble spawned, yet Connie avoids them masterfully. Has to intercept with
beautiful.
Whoa.
Call out there.
Yeah, and not unanticipated as well. Richy had been going for a lot of back air just natively as part of his toolkit. A nice up air mix-up to close down the first stock. Not too far behind, though, is Connie, who is starting to get these scrambles going. Everything's about these jab game right now, but Richy's the one getting all the percent and getting Kragg slowly but steadily out of crouch cancel percentages.
Yeah, we're seeing, right now Richy's just hacking on the damage. I love those bubbles on the platform. Doesn't matter what your get-up option is, you're still taking damage. And that down smash even covers the whole platform on Godai. It's just such a short stage. But now's the hard part is, you can get Kragg to 100, but you gotta finish the job, and sometimes he's a tough beetle to kill.
I like the idea there, though. The ledge special into an immediate up strong. Tried to see if Connie was going to come down with something like a nair or a down air. Down air could be a pretty high reward move in positions like these. No puddle.
Yeah, that's death. Just a little bit low and didn't, got the Orca hop, but not the full one because Richy had already burned the double jump there. So just a really good catch by Connie, clutching out that game one.
And that's the big part of Orcane throughout every single matchup, and what makes him such a dynamic character is puddle management. If you use it too much offensively, suddenly you can get put off stage in a position where you just can't make it back no matter how hard you try.
Exactly. It's so tempting to pop the puddle for bubbles or, an empowered strong attack, or even just use the droplet as projectile to reposition, but those are all a big risk because that is your one resource, and once it's out, then you have a much more limited recovery, much more limited advantage state, so we just saw Richy there get a little bit over eager and get caught slipping for it. So we're gonna see what they're thinking for game 2. If I'm Richy, I'm definitely, I would imagine, looking for a longer stage where hopefully he can spend more time. No, we're just gonna go straight back to good eye. Alright. I mean, close game. So maybe just thinking, you don't need to change anything. Just don't get gimped at the end right there. But
right. Well, I think in a matchup like this, like, normally Orcane likes to have a lot of space since he can traverse it so quickly, but you're not trying to give Kragg any sort of quarter, and being able to control a lot more of the stage matters a whole lot against Kragg since he's normally one in so much control. But this is not the greatest start, though, burning a lot of resources very quickly. Double puddle drop, able to make it down. Hunting for parry, though. Richy expecting a reversal attempt, but Connie does not give it up.
yeah, Richy, I mean, so far doing, doing an okay job pulling this back, but I mean, control really was the name of the game for the first 30 or so seconds here. Connie was just absolutely looking dominant. I really like, we don't think the shield push off, which is still safe. I really want to see more people start abusing the shield push off in this game. But even just that, dash back air is so good on shield. So I love what I'm seeing right now from Richy. And the empowered special getup's not even gonna be that punishable, but it's still gonna be a tough ask to make it back.
I wonder if that fast fall through the platform was intended. Seems like they wanted to land on the platform instead. Either way, Richy's gonna be Richy's gonna be the first one to drop. There's the Dacus instead. Went a little bit too far, yet the backer picks up the stock. Yeah, this is a tight game. Looking though, crowd cancel forward tilt out of that. Okay, both players kind of
double pop, but
they're kind of scrambling.
Right now we're in that, we're both at low percent. We don't really know what to do. Time to just, mash some jabs. But we're starting to approach that higher percentage range, and especially with the changes this beta, crouch cancel is a much more intentional and limited option than it was in the past. So you're not going to be seeing Kragg live to 200 because he was near the ground. You have to be already holding down by the time you get hit if you want to crouch cancel things.
Yeah, crouch canceling and forward hugging getting a little bit reduced was a much needed change. Ooh, tries for the moonwalk. Nice grab break there with just the normal pummel. Dash attack, no reverse hit on it, allows for this sort of hydroplaning type of setup. Always know where the dash attack is going to send.
Oh, and just a little bit early on that up B, you saw Richy put out the puddle and then teleport in place because he started up B before the puddle had landed, but that would have been a kill had it worked out as intended. So really smart stuff there by Richy, and up a full stock right now.
Trying for the down air opening. No dice here. 97% here comes a huge forward air. Needs something to land. Nice spot from Connie in order to break the puddle first and foremost. Still no puddle set during this entire edge guard, and he's not going to get one. Solid forward air, anticipating the jump and finding the absolute must of a kill move to not let this get out of hand.
Yeah, it's something I would love to see from Connie here is start calling out some of these habits that we're seeing. And both of them, I would say, have been pretty consistent about their ledge options. Oh, first man grab set. Great call there by Connie. But if she can get one read on that special getup from ledge which she's done just about every time, that could be the end of the set.
Ooh, I love that.
She's not going to do it, but close.
Jab one, bubbles into the up strong pop.
Yeah.
Looks for a huge back air, reads the tech roll in, not going to allow him to get to center stage for free. Another puddle comes down, has to try and use the wall jump in order to make it back, but there's the up strong to finish it. And there's Orcane's silver bullet weakness, showing its head 2 games out of 2, and allowing Connie to walk with it with a 2-0.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there by Connie, just understanding the position that Orcane can't reach the ledge. All you have to do is cover that puddle and just take the up strong. So Connie's going to move on with a 2-0 win there. Going to move on to fight Evil Nardwar in winners round 2. Not sure what set we're getting next, but I would definitely keep an eye out for that because Connie looked pretty clean.
Every time I'm like baffled that, wow, players are just so good at this video game already. That was round 1.
That was round 1. Yeah, those are the low seeds in each pool.
And like you're not like seeing masterful gameplay. Of course, like it's rough around the edges and certain things like floor hugging, while it's not as good as before, and crouch canceling, while it's not as good as before, still has a lot of flexibility and still has a lot of utility, and wasn't seeing it as much on reaction for certain things. Like 60% should still be a crouch cancel percent for Kragg, and Connie wasn't using it as much. But still, like, the bones of a good gameplay are there, and people are picking it up absurdly quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's super exciting to see, and I mean, just the fundamental level of like everyone so far has a game plan. We're not seeing anyone who's like who feels like they're just mashing along and figuring things out as they go. Everyone has a plan. It might not be the most optimized plan, but we're not seeing people who are starting from day one because everyone here is a veteran of some game. Everyone here has thought a little bit about how they want to play, what they want to do. Um, so
It,
super exciting to see.
yeah, it's a competitor's platform fighter, and that's what makes it awesome
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. Like, the idea of Rivals 2 being directed exclusively for people that want to compete is, I think, a thing that is entirely unique for every